Loving. Encouraging.
Somebody I'll do that. It's over there. I've got to work myself up. On Saturday, August 28, 1971, we exchanged our vows. Who would have imagined that 50 years later, on Saturday, August 28, 2021, we'd stand here celebrating 50 years of marriage.
Amen.
I could have imagined back then how old I would be. Because when you put 50 with 25, it's pretty easy to come up with 76. I could not have imagined that we'd be standing here together and we would have this wonderful family and friends around us.
And none of them are our parents.
I guess that's something to look forward to.
I couldn't have imagined that we would have gone through what we've gone through all the time, and especially the last 3.5 years with what Judy's had to go through. And it's just amazing because you're here because you represent not everyone we know, but us, those who are here. You represent the people that have helped us go through that last 3.5 years and 50 years. So I want to tell you a story. That bears all this out. Once upon a time, there was a young boy who had gone to Sunday school for several years. He had learned an awful lot about God. And one morning he woke up and said, you know, I've learned a lot about God. It's time I went out to find him. So he grabbed his father's duffel bag and threw in some granola bars and some cookies and a couple of cans of root beer and set off. He wasn't that old. He was still in elementary school. So it didn't take him too long before he got tired and decided he needed to stop and rest. So we saw this park and he went over and he sat down on a bench. There was only one person in the whole park sitting on the bench, an old woman. And for the longest time they didn't do anything. They just sat there. And then he started to get hungry. So he started and they shared their cookies, all bars, and they drank all the root beer. And he just talked on and on with this woman about all that he'd not gone through, but all he'd been doing with his brothers and sisters and school and everything. Then he realized that it was getting late in the afternoon. His mother was worried about what he was. And so we got up and he went to leave, and then he stopped and he turned around and he said, he looked at her and she had that beautiful smile. And so he ran over and gave her a hug and a kiss, and then he went home. His mother met him at the door and said, where have you been? I've been so worried about you. I've told you and told you. Don't go away without telling. Oh, you didn't need to worry about me, Mom. I spent the afternoon in the park with God. And she said, huh? And then he said, you know, I was surprised that she was that old. And thirsty. So the old woman decided that it was time for her to go home, and she went home, and her son met her at the door. Mom, what have I told you? Never to do this. Don't go anywhere without telling me. I was about to call the police and have them come look. Oh, you didn't need to worry about me, son. I spent the afternoon in the park with God. And he went, oh, this is worse than I thought. I thought he was so young. And so talkative. And then he liked root beer. So it's ordinary people like them, that you are, that means so much to us. So now we have to toast. wonderful life.
Wonderful life.
May it be more and more and more for all of you. Amen.
Amen.
Amen.